Samia Suluhu Hassan, President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Your Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, President of the Republic of Kenya, honorable ministers and cabinet secretaries who are here, members of the private sector from both countries, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of my colleagues in the Tanzania business delegation and those from the government, I must express our profound gratitude for being part of this August Business Forum. In particular, we thank Our Excellency President Samia Suluhu Hassan for including in her delegation our friends from the private sector. That decision demonstrates her government's commitment and readiness to work with the private sector in transforming our economy. Your Excellencies, in a 1995 speech talking about the importance of leadership in promoting people's social and economic development, our founding father, Mwalimu Julius Kambarage Nyerere, said, and I quote, "There is no way in which we can begin to deal with the problems of Africa without leadership and without commitment. If you go to Asia, one thing which strikes you is the commitment of the state to development." End of quotation. Your Excellencies, we listened to you carefully yesterday in the course of your deliberations. And of course, we listen to you today even more keenly. One thing I must say is clear to us is that you have shown great leadership. Your commitment to addressing our people's problems is absolutely and unquestionably clear. It is clear to us that you want the neighborly, sisterly, and brotherly relationship that existed over many years between our two countries to move to the next level. In particular, you want our people to be able to trade smoothly, and that we take the comparative advantage of the economic potentials that exist in our respective countries and use them to promote our competitiveness as a region, especially in trade, investment, and tourism. And to this end, Your Excellencies, you have given us very clear instructions as ministers and cabinet secretaries on what we should do to realize your vision. We have understood you. We promise that we shall follow through your instructions carefully and implement them to the letter as quickly as you have desired. And at this juncture, Your Excellency, I want to report that this morning, already we had a breakfast meeting, 4 ministers, 2 ministers from Tanzania and 2 ministers from Kenya. We had Honorable Betty Maina, Cabinet Secretary for Trade, Industrialization, and Enterprise Development. We also had my friend, Honorable Peter Munya, Minister for Agriculture. We had Professor Adolf Mkenda, Minister for Agriculture, and myself. And we were reflecting on your instructions. And we have agreed on 2 major things to implement your instructions. One, we hold, with your permissions, we hold bilateral discussions before the end of this month for purposes of ironing out issues that are constraining trade between our two countries. And during our discussions, we also took note of one urgent matter which has happened over the recent past. And this is about the maize trade between Tanzania and Kenya. And we made some specific actions on this one, and my colleague, Honorable Betty Maina, will communicate when he speaks. With those few remarks, Your Excellencies, want to assure you that we, as your assistants, we are ready to take your agenda forward to ensure that we increase business, trade, investment, and of course, political engagement between our two countries. Asante sana.